Has the Bitcoin bull trap just potentially been confirmed? And could the altcoin market be due for a plunge deep down into the crypto abyss? Let's dive in and analyze. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. Today we're going to discuss Bitcoin and the price inside the chart right now. My friends, this has been one tumultuous 24-hour period here for Bitcoin, seeing an absolute rip to the upside, nearing $7,500 USD before a plunge back down to levels we've seen Bitcoin trading at over the past several weeks. Now, my friends, could this be a bull trap? Well, we're going to discuss that. Could this just be gearing up for higher price action? We're going to discuss that too. And then, my friends, as well here, we're going to look at the altcoin market because, my friends, this chart is gearing up for what I believe could be an absolutely explosive move here in the short term. So we'll look at Ethereum, Litecoin, XRP, and the total altcoin market cap chart as well. So as a full-time trader, I'd like to discuss with you my strategy, my game plan, and how I plan to crush this market right now in the immediate term. So without any further ado, you guys already know the deal. If you like these daily crypto videos and nightly live streams, smack that thumbs up button, click the subscribe, tick the little bell, and let's get this crypto. Moon the likes, ladies and gentlemen. Moon them up. All right. So we'll begin with our Bitcoin technical analysis. And of course, before we begin, this is not investment advice. This is not trading advice. These are only my own opinions, ideas, and speculative hypotheses on the market. Always do your own research and your own due diligence before investing or trading, as this market is extremely high risk, and I am not your financial advisor. I will never tell you what to do with your trades or investments. That being said, let's begin right here on the one-day time frame for Bitcoin. Now, above all else, I want you guys to notice right here that Bitcoin has started to see its rejection right at the top of this red box. Now, if you are subscribed here, you would know I've had this zone drawn here for a very long time. This is a historic price action confluence zone which starts all the way back in 2017 and has remained relevant all the way up until right here right now in 2020. It's amazing that you could see that these historic trend lines still truly serve their purpose inside these charts. I mean, it almost taps it exactly. I mean, chalk it up. It is what it is. It did tap it exactly before a dump. Let's get this crypto. So now we have to start looking at this structure here, right? And what I like most about this from a bullish perspective is that we are certainly still on a higher low trajectory, right? And we haven't really seen that break yet. The concerning part for me here is that we did break out of what you could chalk up to be an ascending triangle, which can be a bullish pattern, right? So for me here, upon this breakout, what I wanted to see was a ton of volume come in and a flush rip up very fast through this region up into the $8,000 zone. That is historically what we've tended to see on these wedges or these triangles, right? Such as this one up here, which traded for a long time, multi-month support there, then broken, followed by a heinous capitulation. We saw it down here at the bottom of the 2018 bear market, that once we broke out of the ascending triangle, we saw an absolutely flush rip to the upside. At this point in time, my friends, I'm just not seeing that right now with the current price action where we are at right now. We didn't get that rip yet. Could it still come in due time? Absolutely. But right now, upon breaking out, either if you wanted to look at the resistance there or at the top of these wicks, either way you slice it, we didn't really see a breakout of that magnitude on what you would hope for on a longer or a larger ascending triangle structure like this one. In fact, all we saw here was this little wimpy breakout to the upside and then see a respect of tentative resistance at the long-term trend line of which we would expect. Let's get this crypto. Also for me, my friends, we are right now essentially right back at the 0.618 Fibonacci extension target of this move, right? Which is the extension target of this swing here. Okay, and you should all know by now that the honey hole of Don Carbanaccio falls between the 0.5 and the 0.618. Could this have just been a little overshot of the 0.618 to a historic trend line after a failed breakout? I think it's possible. Now, keep in mind, my friends, this structure here in and of itself, this is generally not what you see as a constructive bullish pattern. I mean, no matter how you slice it, you know, markets generally don't tend to see a bottom like this, right? Generally, the theory behind it is that the psychology behind why generally you don't see constructive bottoms built like this is because there's been a lot of dip buying here, right? And when people are still trying to buy the dip, thinking that the prices are never going to go that low again, that's generally indicative that, you know, the maximum level of pain hasn't yet occurred, right? Because bottoms generally occur after maximum pain has hit the market. I mean, let's just roll back in time here to 2015 and see the bottoms here, right? Now, we did have our ultimate capitulation was all the way down here, roughly around, let's get this, roughly around $150 USD, right? But you could see that this bottoming formation, similar to what we have now with a large rally, it wound up just failing, right? And then chopping around sideways, dumping again, just faking, you know, traders out left and right before then the real constructive move to break out of all of these resistance levels, right? This was maximum pain here, right? That is pain and despair down there at the bottom, with a lot of people really struggling to wonder if the bottom is in or not. And you just get a lot of chop and sideways consolidation, with large moves in between, obviously, but they all wind up getting back to where they started from before the real move. For me right now, this type of move here is just begging for a correction. I mean, we're already seeing it. Sure, it could continue to move up here, but right now, this type of action is just very similar to the reaction rallies that we've seen all along in Bitcoin, right? Look at the bubble pop from 20,000 all the way down. This structure here that we're painting right now looks very, very similar to me of something like this, right? A huge reaction V-shaped rally to then double top and fail, right? After this huge move, just a reaction rally, a fail, reaction rally, fail. I mean, up here, reaction rally, fail, reaction rally, fail, reaction rally, fail, over and over and over again. And my friends, just from a classical technical analysis perspective, this type of structure is not really what I want to personally see. I would have much rather have saw something along the lines like this, right? Rather than just a straight little V shape up to a potential resistance zone. And now we're starting to see some sell pressure come in after a, very lackluster and uneventful breakout of what could have loosely been an ascending bullish triangle. For me, my friends, at the end of the day, this still looks like it could be a potential, just really a obscure bear flag here. I mean, potentially looking to get rejected at that zone. Now, I'm sure by this time, all these moon boy hullabaloo degenerates are going to be on this stream. Oh, Kirby, you've been making videos saying Bitcoin is going to go down and that this could be a bull trap and I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, they've been crawling out of the woodwork each and every day now. Kirby, you! Stop wagging your finger at me, little James. We've been in a bear market for 2+ years, stunad. And you think that the Don all of a sudden, because of this little reaction rally of which we've seen time and time and time again for years in this market, you think that all of a sudden now on this one, looking at this, that we are still stuck in a bearish multi-year channel here that is tentatively being respected right now? You think that the Don is going to sit here and say, oops, here we are, James, we're going to the moon? What's wrong with you, my friend? Don't you understand? Technical analysis is about finding probabilities. It's not about predicting the future, because I've seen that too. Oh, Kirby, you said it was going to do, you said... I didn't say anything, Stunad. What I showed you was the technical analysis as I look for high probability plays to potentially crush this market and get this crypto. So right now, my friends, we see that Bitcoin is potentially at the point of what I see here as an exhaustion point. Also here, we are beginning to see finally some cooling off in terms of the RSI and the MACD histogram. Maybe we will start to form some divergences here as this trend moves forward. It's possible. I mean, right now, my friends, these indicators are still very hot, so they're not giving us much to look at there. Also here, something else is that we still have right now respected this 50-day moving average coming out of this death cross. What did the Don tell you just several days ago, ladies and gentlemen? Watch out for when the line comes down to the price action, or rather the price action goes up to the line, because, my friends, we know that these algorithms love to play off these types of indicators, and that's why, I mean, that could be the real reason why we're seeing rejection at that point right now. But it also comes into confluence with that 0.618, the 50-day moving average, the death cross, and of course, the historic trend line here of this red box. Let's get this crypto. So I told you guys yesterday, if you are subscribed here, that Bitcoin right now, the chart is so convoluted, right? It's very difficult right now to really see defined trade setups on Bitcoin, right? Sure, if you've been in a trade from somewhere down here long or something, I mean, it's different. Looking for new trade setups in a trend right now, they haven't really been presenting themselves here for me, right, with my strategy. And that's why right now I've started to look over at the altcoin market, which the setups have been, more apparent here for me. I mean, we're seeing much better charting on Ethereum, Litecoin, XRP, and others, right? So for me right now, I'm going to show you guys the difference here and why potentially I'm seeing way more opportunity in the altcoins right now just for a clear setup, right? Again, guys, I know that if you are subscribed here and you appreciate the channel, that you probably understand by now that, this is all about trade setups. It's not about me posting a video saying, could this be a bull trap? And then the price goes up 5%. Kirby, but your title of the video yesterday said it could have been a trap, and it went up, Kirby, it went up. You think that I know what the market is going to do in the immediate next few days, Stunad? You think I have a crystal ball? You think that, my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, the IQ level of some of these people that watch these videos, peanut brains, ladies and gentlemen, they've got the IQ of a 25-cent gumball. Let's get this crypto. Please do not be them. And if you do not have the IQ of a 25-cent gumball, my friends, before we roll into the altcoin charts, I would really appreciate a thumbs up here on the video for the algorithm. Do it for the Don and do it for the algorithm. Leave a thumbs up right here on this video, and if you could, please leave a comment. Say anything. Thank you, Kirby. I appreciate it, Kirby. Let's get this crypto. The comment really helps the algorithm. I so appreciate you, and I hope you appreciate me. Let's get this crypto. And if you're brand new, hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, and select all. I do analysis just like this nearly each and every day. No fluff and puff, no moon. Just realistic analysis day in and day out. Let the moon boys chirp. Let them go crazy. Don, you! Keep wagging the finger, little James, because at the end of the day, it's the Don who looks for the high probability trade setups to crush this market and get this crypto. Not a hope and a dream. Hodling my corns till the moon. Sheesh. Okay? So now, let's actually begin here with the total altcoin market cap. Okay? Because right now, on yesterday's video, I was pointing out that this total market cap chart is very, very concerning for me, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start from the top and break it down. We've seen a lower high trajectory now, right? A downward slanting resistance for years. We also have a confluence line here of support along the bottom. Right now, we are back testing up into this historic red box of tentative new resistance, right? A ton of confluence in here. Support and resistance flips again for years at this point. Zoom in a little bit further of this swing right here, top to bottom. We have our now 0.5 and 0.618 Fibonacci extension targets right in confluence with this area of historic price action. And my friends, by now you should know, what is the 0.5 and the 0.618 for the Don? What falls in between there? You guessed right, my friends. It's the honey hole of Don Carbonacio. And right now, we are beginning to see some tentative resistance forming inside this region, especially if we go to the 4-hour, just like Bitcoin. We had a very nice run up here, my friends, but right now we are beginning to see some sell-off. Also here on the daily time frame, if we go to our moving averages, you could see we are getting ready to potentially death cross right there, right now on the 250-day moving average, and the price action is seeing rejection right in the middle of that, my friends. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. If you see it, again, please leave a thumbs up. I mean, so that's the view on the whole market, right? So that's just a generalization of, hey, this could continue to be very bearish here. We could stick in potentially another lower high and then continue this potential descending triangle, looking for an ultimate capitulation for maximum pain below this multi-year line of support. Because if we break that region, I'm speculating upon not only human traders will begin to absolutely capitulate that crypto's done forever, it's all over, Kirby, but that the algorithms will have orders set to sell and capitulate below there as well, as lower prices could certainly be looming in the shadows at that point in time. Okay, let's get this crypto. Now, let's move over to Ethereum. Now, my friends, I had a trade set up that I formulated yesterday, and I posted for my VIPs. I was looking to enter a trade here on Ethereum, and I missed it by just, I think I have it here to pull up. Yes, here, look. So this right here was what I was posting for my VIPs. It's a snippet. I don't want to show you guys all of it. It's exclusive VIP content. But I was looking for my entry there between 178 and 182. There was a ton of confluence, which we're going to discuss now. But I missed it by $2, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, you can't catch them all, right? But that doesn't mean that there's not more opportunity looming here, right? So I certainly right now am looking for opportunity on Ethereum, as just like the total cap, we are seeing lower highs for years, right? With a tentative flat line of support around the bottom. We have a long-term historic channel here of potential price action resistance. And my friends, we right now are in that honey hole of Don Carbonaccio. And if we flip on our moving averages, we look like we're getting ready for a potential death cross there as well. So right now, what I'm seeing here, my friends, is that if you notice, there's a ton of confluence inside this right now, right? Whereas on Bitcoin, it's more convoluted, right? I hope that you guys understand what I'm saying. The trade setups on Bitcoin do not look as clear to me right now as they are on something like Ethereum, right? And I am going to be looking for another potential opportunity here on Ethereum, as I believe the swings right now could be absolutely heinous in here. So my friends, if you do want to see all of my trade setup ideas in real time, that is what I post for you on a daily basis in VIP. Every time that I look to enter a trade, exit a trade, take profit on a trade, every time I see something in the charts that interests me, my friends, I post it for you exclusively there in VIP. If you're not already in my VIP, I mean, you should highly consider joining today. Today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. Okay. So Ethereum right now just still looking like it's in the point of potential resistance to me. Doesn't mean that it can't go through, right? Again, little James, this is a game of probabilities. Confluence, looking for how many bearish factors can pile up here at a very specific point before a rejection. Doesn't mean it has to work out. It could rip through, and then the analysis has to change, right? That's just how this works, my friends. But a lot of people don't understand this. They think that the charts, technical analysis, is some sort of gypsy mind reading thing where, but Kirby said that it was going to do this. I didn't say it was going to do anything. I'm looking for confluence. Do not. Okay? So little James, when you step into the house that Don Carbonaccio built, you better show the Don some respect, because I do this day in and day out for you. Okay? Let's get this crypto. Now, let's move over to Litecoin. Very, very similar, my friends. Very, very similar indeed. Because we have two Fibonacci's to look at here, okay? We have two, let's actually get rid of this one for now, and we'll just focus on the swing of the recent move, okay? We have right now another area of historic macro confluence here, right? Which could in and of itself act as a potential resistance. If we flip on our moving averages, we've already death crossed on the 50 and 200-day moving averages. We are tentatively climbing up or seeing these move down into our price action right now. And what do you know, ladies and gentlemen, just upon entering the honey hole, we are seeing rejection. Now, of course, this still could have room to move up further. This one in particular, it looks like maybe it could climb a little bit. That doesn't mean that it's bullish, okay? That doesn't mean that it's bullish for me. It just means that right now, it's just barely climbing up into this zone. But again, just like Bitcoin, you could see here with this ascending triangle, it's just really not the type of strength that I wanted to see on a breakout, right? What I would have wanted to see here is some type of measured move, right? At least some type of, extrapolation that brings this high up into the trend, right? Like a large breakout, right? Basically looking for a 30% rip there if we were to just even get into that death cross. But we didn't get that at all, my friends. Basically, what we got here, let's use our price range tool, if I can grab it. Don't know why my mouse is lagging. There we go. I mean, basically, my friends, we saw like a 16% move before then moving back down. I mean, with something as volatile as Litecoin, where we've seen these moves occur in absolutely immaculate fashion, I was hoping for something a little bit more. And if the price action does happen to go back down into this region here, I mean, for me, that is not a good sign at all. Clearly, with the structure of the trend being very, very bearish here, in my opinion. And if we are to break this multi-year support range, I mean, my friends, this to me looks like it could be on the path to capitulation, right? It just is what it is. Just is what it is. I can't look at this any other way, right? That's what, thinking about these degenerates that come on here day in and day out, my friends. They think that I show this bearish analysis. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to show you all of this bearish analysis and then say, well, let's just forget that exists and let's say that it's bullish and we're going to the moon? I mean, what else do you want me to show you? What do you want me to do? Flip the chart upside down like this and make believe it's the other way? Because if this was flipped upside down like this and it was the other way, surely I'd be bullish because this looks like a bullish chart. Stunad. But when we look at it not flipped upside down, this looks like a bearish chart. Do you understand, little James? The Don right now is sick and tired of these degenerates every time the price moves up a little bit. Keep Kirby and me, little James, because at the end of the day, you know who's got the upper hand in this market, right? You know. Charts, realistic analysis, or versus hopium and moonboy dreams. I'll take the charts and realistic analysis over hopium and moonboy dreams every day of the week. Let's get this crypto. Okay? XRP here, probably, in my opinion, the most bearish of them all. I mean, this chart looks absolutely horrific. RIP to the XRP army. Pour one out for the XRP army. A moment of silence for the XRP army. I mean, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, these types of things on a psychological level, we'll get into this, garbaggio here in a moment. On a psychological level, why do you think people get so passionate about something like XRP, right? Just on a regular level. I'm not knocking XRP in particular, just on a psychological level. Why do people get so attached to things? It's because they're a bag holder. They bought at the wrong time. And now they look every day for news, articles, social media posts, videos to try and create an echo chamber to validate their opinion on something, because they just keep seeing their portfolio lose money day after day, month after month, month after month. And they just keep looking for anything to try and validate their wrong decision of buying at the top of a bubble to make believe that they're going to be correct. I mean, that is bad investing 101. I mean, statistically, you can look this up on your own time. People hold losing positions way more for a longer period of time than they hold winning positions. A lot of people like to see a little win and go, I'm out, I'm out, I'm out. Or when they see a loss, so they buy high, and when it starts to go down, oh, I'm a hodler, the fundamentals, and they just keep holding. Whereas when it goes up, I got to take a little profit. So the thing is, my friends, is that things like this, the chart has told you that this is a very, very bearish asset. I mean, it's been for a very long time. The Don was showing you guys that up here around 30 cents, that this could potentially drop all the way down to 15 cents. And where did it go, ladies and gentlemen? Right there, into the honey hole of Don Carbonaccio. Everybody called me crazy. Let me know with a comment if you've been watching since I was calling from 30 cents to 15 cents. Let me know if you remember that, because my chart showed that that was the possibility, potentially testing back down into this range here, or rather, excuse me, this range up here. Oh no, it was this range down here. I saw it, right? Many XRP army people got very angry with me. My friend, it's nothing against the coin, the project, it's nothing. It's just that the chart, it's showing you that there's waning buy pressure. You understand? There's way more sellers than there are buyers. And yes, you get these pumps, heinous pumps, all the time in this crypto market. It's very illiquid. Even though these coins have large market caps, my friends, the order books are thin. These are small, little puny liquidity markets. I mean, it doesn't matter how you slice it. That is what it is. And in that environment, you see large dumps and large pumps. And my friends, right now, XRP, just like the others, a lower high, multi-year downward resistance trajectory. We've seen a capitulation down into the area of which we would expect, my friends, as a potential bounce spot, because we saw this was the old level of consolidation here, which could act as a tentative support once again. It did, and now we're climbing, right? And just like Bitcoin, looking like we could be on some unsustainable reaction rally, just as we've seen time and time and time and time again inside this trend, even in particular this one. And my friends, where are we now? Where are we now? Creeping on up into the honey hole of Don Carbonaccio. So my friends, this to me just looks like the others, that we've seen a bearish death cross. We are in the potential bearish rejection zone. Nothing looks all that bullish to me here, okay? Doesn't mean that it can't be bullish eventually, right? Anything can happen in these markets. Technical analysis just helps to give you a perceived edge, right? To try and get an edge over the market with a confluence of either bearish or bullish confluences that can lead you to a potentially high probability play for the direction of the trend. Let's get this crypto. My friends, right now, you could see for me, I'm seeing things much more clearly in the altcoin market than in Bitcoin. Usually it's the other way around. Usually or rather just for me on a personal level, I could see things inside the Bitcoin chart way more clearly than the altcoins. At this very specific moment in time, it's the other way around. I mean, it could all change within the course of a few days and it's back to just Bitcoin being the much easier or clear to read trend. For me right now, Bitcoin is very clustered in here. There's a lot going on. Whereas on the altcoins, things are starting to paint a very, very nice picture here. And by nice, I mean, it just still looks very bearish to me. So, for little James that comes in here each and every day. But Kirby, you said it was, you said. My friend, one, I never said anything. I'm showing you confluences on a chart. And personally, I'm looking for high reward, low risk trade setups, right? That's all I'm looking for, my friend. And if you want to see how I'm setting up my next trades right here, right now, like I've stated, I'm looking for potentially juicy trading opportunities here, my friends, on things like Ethereum, potentially Litecoin, potentially XRP, for me right now, my friends, I think that there could be some potentially life-changing swing trading opportunity coming out of these ranges. And I know personally I'm looking to strike like a cobra out of the grass and get this crypto. So if you do want to see all of my trade setups like this, ladies and gentlemen, that is posted exclusively in VIP. I can only be here on YouTube once per day, but in VIP, it's 24/7, around the clock. As I formulate my strategy, I post it. As I look to get in my position, I post it. So my friends, if you're not already, I mean, I don't know what you're waiting for. Today is truly the day, okay? The market is moving and so is the dawn. I'm getting ready to strike like a cobra out of the grass and potentially get this crypto. So my friends, I'll be posting my trade setup ideas, entries, exits, targets in absolute real time for you in VIP. I will see you in VIP right now after this video. The question I have is, Are you going to continue to take that trip to Rec City with Average Joe and James at the water cooler? Or, my friends, is today the day that you sit down, you look yourself in the mirror, and you say, nah, little James, today is the day that I'm ready to get this crypto. Okay, my friends, on that note, for the algorithm, one last time, if you could leave this video with a thumbs up, I would so appreciate it, and a comment. Just say anything. Let's get this crypto. Thanks, Kirby. Get wrecked, Kirby. Oh, do it for the Don. Do it for little James. And my friends, until next time, I'm going to be looking for aggressive trade setups, and I will be posting it for you all in VIP as I tentatively and potentially look to crush this market like a 2-ton man on a tuna fish can. Let's get this crypto. I will see you in VIP right now after this video. Let's get this crypto. And until next time, my friends, the Don has spoken. Be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs.